that band called that just uses buckets and garbage?
Is that Stomp?
Stomp, yeah. This is going to be the podcast version of Stomp. So you just do that, and then I'll creak this mic stand. We'll make beautiful music.
It's official now. We're getting married.
You know, I don't blame you. Financially, Steve, it made sense. So you sit here living in a landlord-owned property.
It's true.
Smart to hitch your wagon to the...
Yeah.
Get on that train.
Oh, the gravy train has boarded.
Oh, yeah.
And I am sitting in the seat just letting her drive.
Yeah, that's right, lady. I'm all better now, and you can't have me.
So, have you listened to any of our podcasts yet? So she comes home from work yesterday. I listened to your podcast. Yeah, what'd you think of it? It was fine.
Oh! No. Oh, that one hurts.
Yeah. Yeah, it hurt a little bit. Gotta be honest, it still hurts.
We've had glowing iTunes reviews that are well thought out, well written, and everything.
Yeah. Upwards of 7.
Yeah, and for some reason, Annette's version of an iTunes review damages me more than any good could be said.
Yeah, I'll be lying if I didn't think that there's a chance that she's the one-star review that we've gotten.
Was there one star?
There is. There's 7 5-stars and 1 1-star.
Was there I tried to look and read what it was.
Well, no, I think they just ranked it. They just rated it.
Okay.
They didn't actually leave a comment, those cowards.
How dare they?
Yeah. Can't
dare they.
Oh, come on, man. Can't do that.
You know what? 4.5 doesn't feel right.
No, not at all. It's the Steve and Kyle podcast. It is Thursday, December 22nd, but as we said in the last episode, this one is not being released until the 27th, I think, a couple days after Christmas.
Hope your Christmas was well.
Yeah, how was yours?
I tell you what, it's still the joy of when I was a child, Steve, waking up and rushing to my parents and to find all those presents under the tree.
Yeah.
It was just as lovely this year on December 25th that I experienced 2 days ago.
Yep. Definitely happened already.
2 days.
Definitely happened that Christmas. We were just talking about reviews, iTunes reviews, and please do that if you can. If you do listen to the show on a regular basis, and we know that a lot of people actually do. We've had the last couple of weeks especially have been really strong for the amount of people listening. So we really appreciate that. Thank you so much for downloading and listening and all of that, which is why we're recording this one a few days in advance, so that way we stay consistent. You got an episode on the 27th, but if you could rate and leave a review, you can do it iTunes, Google Play, TuneIn, Stitcher, Libsyn, steveandkyle.libsyn.com. Also, you can follow us on social media, Steve and Kyle on Twitter, facebook.com/SteveandKyle, and that's about it.
You know, not only do we have this episode that's being released today on the 27th, Steve.
Right, today.
We have one being released on January, is it the 3rd?
I think so. I'm not positive.
Whatever. Next Tuesday.
Whatever the next Tuesday
Next
is.
Tuesday, right?
Yeah.
That is going to be a special treat. I hope everybody enjoys it as much as I did getting it ready. I think we shouldn't just not say what it is until we release it.
No, I think that this is going to be our late Christmas gift to the world.
It's
to the Steve and Kyle nation.
I want it on the record. It's super tongue-in-cheek. Yeah. We are well aware of what we're doing.
Yeah.
I enjoyed getting it going, and I know for a fact I'm going to enjoy like having it come to fruition.
I'm going to listen.
Yeah. Oh, I'm going to. Yeah, I want to tune into this.
I don't listen to any of our podcasts other than like to make sure that they've uploaded correctly,
right.
And I hit play and it, kind of skip through, make sure everything's good. But that's one I'm definitely going to listen to.
Yeah. And again, I'm not going to say any more. We're not going to tell you on social media, so don't ask.
Yeah.
I just be sure. Same place you get it every week. Will be another one released next Tuesday.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
yeah,
I'm excited.
It's going to be nice.
It's a little extra work for us outside of the norm, but it's totally worth it.
It's definitely
totally worth it.
Yeah, definitely worth it. Well, it will hopefully be worth it because we haven't done anything yet. Yeah, all of the work isn't completed yet. So if we complete all the work and then we say this is complete garbage,
yes,
then just forget we said anything.
What we have now is like if you unloaded like a 1,000-piece puzzle, we've got about 350 of those pieces put together.
Yeah, we got like
none of the
bottom.
corners,
We got the. Oh, I was gonna say we have one corner. We have like the bottom left corner. Then we have a little bit of the cloud.
Yeah,
and a partial sunset, but the whale in the foreground that's jumping out of the water.
Yeah,
we don't have any of the whale done yet.
It's another mini peak old for me. Is I have actually been craving a puzzle lately.
Yeah,
like who has that feeling? Like, you're like, you know what sounds good to me right now? A crappy folding table and a puzzle.
Yeah,
because you do it for like 2 hours a day, well, whatever, TV's on or a movie, and then you forget about it for 4 days. Then after 4 days, you realize, hey, I've still got that card table sitting in the corner of my house. I should either, just box that garbage back up or finish it. But then you're finishing it out of spite.
Right. Yeah, you don't really want to do it. See, I can't do things like that. I need the instant gratification. I don't like long-term projects. I don't like
As we tackle the new APS.
Yeah, well, I don't know, that's different. In my brain, it's a little bit different. I don't really know why, but that I'm okay with. But like the thought of ever, because Annette and I have talked about like, oh, well, when we start having a family, maybe we'll move to a different house, or we also both love the idea of building a house. Mm-hmm. How great would that be? Design, you get exactly
what you want.
Get exactly what you want. We buy this little piece of land, and not like we can afford any of it, but it's fun to dream about it.
Yeah.
But then I think about it, and I'm like, man, as soon as I see like the bulldozer there starting to dig out the foundation, I'm gonna be like, all right, where's the concrete truck? Okay, the concrete truck is here. Where are the guys? Where are the framers? And where's the roof? Why don't we have a roof on this place yet? Like, it will not go quick enough for me.
My parents built the home that I lived in for most of my youth, and I remember experiencing it, going there as it's coming up, and boy, I look back. I can't believe at that point it's probably 6 months it took. It feels like
easily. I mean, I think
insane.
average it's like 8 or 9 months.
Man,
start to finish.
I want the electrical guy walking in as the plumbing guy or whatever's walking out. Bang bang, and I know that's ridiculous.
Yeah. What you mean? What do you mean you can't hire a plumber, electrician, drywall guy? Like they don't just do it all?
Why don't we just have somebody from the township on call or the city to keep inspecting everything instead of having to go back. Oh, man.
Oh, yeah. That whole thing, like, oh, you have to submit your plans and then wait 6 weeks for a permit?
Oh.
What?
I think there's a few companies, I don't know if this is a nationwide deal or local, that do homes, not like pre-built or anything. They're very nice houses, but you essentially flip through a portfolio and be like, well, I like this tile, this backsplash, whatever. So they have all these combinations like ready to go.
Yeah. Like, they want living room B and dining room A.
Oh, now that's how you get quick.
You can, if you walk into Menards, which for anyone not in the Midwest, Menards is a home improvement store.
It's a Home Depot or Lowe's.
Home Depot, Lowe's. Boy,
but you can buy beef jerky.
You can walk in there and order a house. If
Really?
you've ever looked, they have like a whole aisle. They have like ready-made houses. You can just buy them, and they ship you all of the stuff that it requires to put it all together.
That's as out of place as the coffins at Costco.
I've never seen the coffins at Costco.
See, they only have like the edges or whatever. You know how so you can see the designs and everything. It's not like you know what? Let me slip into this one, see how I fit. I could see myself a couple hundred years in here.
Yeah, this is okay, man. I do not care what happens to my body after I die. I think personally, I'll just opt to be cremated. It just seems, I don't know, seems a little more final, which is nice because I am 100% convinced that if you put me in the ground, I'm gonna wake up like a week later and be like, oh crap, I'm not getting out of this. So if they burn me, I'm gone.
This might surprise you, Steve, because after we did the hipster wedding trends, you might be surprised to hear that I have some divisive opinions on what I want done after I'm dead.
Okay. Let's hear them.
I want all my organs with me. I want my eyeballs with me.
Nice.
I don't want my body emptied. I don't want anybody that I know or my family walking down the road and being like, hey, those are Kyle's dead eyes. I don't need that. No, so, I want to be buried with I don't care what you got to do.
So
freeze the innards. I don't care. Don't take anything out.
So the idea of helping somebody no interest.
You put it that way, and I see what you're trying to do here.
The idea of potentially saving numerous lives
Right. No, yeah, I
with
get it.
your death.
The idea of
no interest in that.
The idea of my corpse being defiled with weird glass eyeballs.
Well, do they even do anything?
I think they replace your. I do think they put in
just to like keep the shape, I guess. So
well, here's my deal.
So maybe your eyelid doesn't like sink in.
I'm going open casket, eyes open with a grin. That's what I
want.
Maybe
double pistols.
Remember how long ago was this story? Now it has to be 6 or 8 years, where the one guy was like stuffed and he was standing in the corner.
We've seen a bunch of those stories out of, I think it's Puerto Rico. For whatever reason,
like routine over
whatever
there.
reason, it's a very common trend there. And there was the one guy who was, his passion was his motorcycle, and in his at his viewing, at his final services, he was on his motorcycle. Like they had his motorcycle in the funeral home, and he was on it, holding onto the handlebars, and he had sunglasses on.
So do they bury him then? Like, because how do they get the rigidity out of his muscles?
I think what I remember is because he had like a leather jacket on, and I think they used some kind of like metal, like rebar, basically inside of the jacket to like give him shape.
That's weird. Can you envision yourself going to a family member or a friend's wake, and they're like in their football jersey from high school doing a Heisman pose in a corner?
It's Al Bundy, his Polk High jersey. Yeah. Four touchdowns in one game. No. I don't want to go. Don't invite me to that funeral.
Yeah, please.
Because you get invited to funerals.
Keep your invites to yourself. Okay? Keep your evites at home.
Yeah, I'm not going to that. And then there was another one where the guy was literally standing in the corner. Mm-hmm. Like the old like Marlboro Man pose where he's like leaning up against the wall. Yeah, he's got his foot flat up against the wall.
That's insane.
It's creepy, man. And the one guy didn't have sunglasses on because the article raved about how they finally had this new procedure to make the eyes not look dead.
Oh,
and it was a big deal.
Man, I guess I shouldn't be judging. I'm the guy who just told you I want to be buried with all my organs.
Yeah,
but boy, that seems odd. That's your last request.
That's pretty weird.
Hey, who's that weirdo? What's it be in a corner, right? I promise we didn't. I did not come in here with intentions of talking about death and funerals.
Your final arrangements.
But I do have one thing, and I forgot to bring this up. I talked about this with a coworker, and I don't know if I ever got a definitive answer. This is one of those lawnmower thoughts or shower thoughts or whatever you want to call it. How do cemeteries keep making money when they're full? I'm talking a private cemetery, because you have your city and your whatever, like the city of whatever. But you also have Rosedale Cemetery or whatever that's their own. Now, so let's say they fill up their little plot.
Yeah, because you buy your plot outright.
Yep. And then you pay for whatever service to dig the hole and fill it.
Now, I would assume that... Well, no, I was going to say I would assume that there's like a monthly maintenance fee or something. No, but I guess that's probably included in the total cost of it, because I don't know anyone that pays a cemetery bill every month.
If I got a cemetery bill for a dead loved one, I can tell you the first bill that's biting the bullet if I'm behind.
Yeah,
and it's the cemetery lawn mowing fee.
Sorry, Gramps, but you're gonna have to figure something else out.
Aunt Gertrude doesn't care if she's got 3 inches of grass or 6.
Yeah,
it's weird, right? And I don't know why I thought of this. So they must be like, is there like a lobby for cemetery investing? Are they just investing all of this money and living off returns? Are we in the wrong game, Steve? What I'm saying to you is we need to get into the cemetery game.
We need to. All right. Well, we got a decent sized lot here.
Oh, we do.
I could probably fit, I think, 70 or 80 bodies in this backyard.
Yeah, and we're going to start, bare bones here, so we're not getting any machinery.
No.
You and I are digging some holes.
Yeah, that's fine. We'll get one of those goats to clear the grass out. And then we'll just start digging.
That way we don't have to charge the monthly dead person maintenance fee.
Oh, man.
We got to go.
We beat the system already.
Oh, we beat the system. Kyle's Cemetery.
It's got a nice ring to it.
I don't know if we need to be rezoned for that.
No.
It's not
No, it's residential, and that's where they're going to be living for the rest of eternity.
Just change your dead loved ones' addresses to Steve's address.
Yeah, I'll forward all their mail here. I'll get their AARP cards. And,
right.
Yeah, they're Buckmasters monthly subscriptions.
Yeah. Now,
which, by the way, we do get here. Actually,
what is it?
Annette gets a copy of Buckmasters every month. It's a deer hunting magazine,
Why?
and somehow she gets one in the mail every month.
That is how?
I don't know.
You think she's actually like a hunter on the side?
Yeah, like I come home from work early one day and she's got a buck hung up in a tree in the front yard and she's gutting it.
You haven't found any secret camo that she's like trying to hide?
No.
Like, oh no, that's not mine.
No, that's it's weird that we get it, but so it's just become one of those mysteries of life.
Right.
Hey, your Buckmasters is here.
I'm a sucker with magazines because when I was a teenager or younger, I would have ESPN, Sports Illustrated, Sporting News. I had like 5 magazine subscriptions. Grew up and I received, I started downplaying it because the internet, right? You don't need it. So recently, Amazon on it must have been one of their Black Friday deals. They offered me 52 issues of Sports Illustrated for $5.
52? That's a weekly?
That's a weekly.
I didn't know that. I figured it was a monthly.
Nope, that's been weekly for
52. But beside that,
it's like 9 cents an issue.
52 of them for $5.
Yeah,
that's impressive.
It's like, I got to do it. It's $5. You know what? I thought that was a great idea. I'm already 2 issues behind, and I'm going to Hawaii.
Right.
Like, there's no chance. I'm gonna. By the time I get home,
take a few on the plane.
I'll be. I got all the stories online.
Does that subscription include?
If it doesn't include the swimsuit issue, I will riot.
I was gonna say, does that include do you get access to the whole thing online?
I think it does. I think it usually does have like a Sports Illustrated vault or whatever.
Important question: did you get the shoe phone that they always used to advertise?
No, I didn't get any bonuses. So
you remember that?
I must have been late.
It was like a phone that looked like a shoe, and if you signed up for 25 issues or whatever of Sports Illustrated, you got the shoe phone. I can't believe you've never seen Sports Illustrated.
Man, my era of when my dad would subscribe and then when I was younger or get subscriptions, it was always the same thing. It was like, pick your favorite team's track jacket. I got, you know how many Sports Illustrated or ESPN, the magazine, fleeces I had? I wore one to work until it would just rip and I'd just throw it in the garbage because I would never need it. Oh, I can't wait to see
Sports Illustrated shoe phone. It was a phone shaped like a shoe.
This is the first I am ever hearing of this.
Oh, man.
Really?
Yeah.
Man, I've been sitting here getting garbage like
look at this.
Stupid, those zip tie backpacks.
Check that out. I mean, that's the biggest digital photo ever for that year. But yeah, that's
5 megabytes.
That's a 300 by 160. Yeah. Nice compact size.
So here I am getting fleeces and track jackets and stupid zip bags that I'll never use. And I could have had an awesome shoe phone.
Yeah, you have to go back in time, subscribe to Sports Illustrated, get the shoe phone, and you'll be all set.
Now, I always wonder, because I have a bunch of old comic books, that, I collect Spider-Man, and a lot of these have like this, clip this out and mail it in, and we'll send you whatever. What's going to happen if I clip one of those out, send them a quarter, and send that off?
There was a story in the news earlier in the year about, it was something similar where a guy, I don't know how, but he came across some old packs of baseball cards, and one of them had it was something like, tell us the final score of this game, and we will send you a whatever. Like, it was, they would send him a new baseball glove.
Oh, okay.
If he was to accurately tell them the score of it. I don't know how the original contest worked, but whatever. So all he did was he just went online, pulled up the standings from 1968 or whenever it was, sent it in, and then he sent it into, I think, Rawlings or something, the baseball glove maker. And it was a big news story because they got the thing back and they were like, well, I guess we got to honor this because it didn't have anything on there that said must be postmarked by whatever or void after whatever.
Well, boy, I'm going to go fishing because, like I said, I have Amazing Spider-Mans from 1964 all the way to today. And they have old T-shirts with the terrible screen printed like Hulk on it,
Right.
Or a tin lunchbox, things like that.
You gotta get that. You'll be such a hipster.
Oh, can you imagine? Oh, I'm gonna
You'll
look
fit
into
right
this.
in at my wedding with the donut wall.
Throw the tin lunchbox right at it is what I'm gonna do. We're on the topic of things that make me feel older. How about this one? I meant to talk about this the other day, Steve.
You mean last week?
Sorry, meant to talk about this last episode.
7 days ago.
7 days. That's one full calendar week.
Mm-hmm.
Full week of work we got in between then and then.
Oh, wait. Did I just hear transition?
Yep. Obviously, the Steve and Kyle podcast trademarked transitions.
Yeah. Oh, that one sounds better this time.
That's weird.
It didn't sound as good last week.
It feels like, and I don't know if I accidentally didn't clip some voice.
Yeah, I think you were starting to talk right at the end.
Because, boy, that was very quick. Oh, chunky. I've been trying to mail something, okay? Now, there's not many people that go to the post office anymore, so let me describe what that is. It's an arcane old building where you hand products and they throw them over their head into a bin, and you hope in a week it gets there.
Yeah, and by some voodoo, it ends up where it's supposed to go.
Well, this is different. So I have a friend who's doing some work in Afghanistan right now, and you cannot tell me I'm the first person to try to ship something to somebody in Afghanistan. Right now, he's not a soldier, but it's the same,
like
same
a contractor.
Same setup, right? So I got him a bunch of gifts, and I packaged them up. I looked online. I was figuring out how to do it. Online, you have to fill out a customs form of everything going over and all of this stuff. So I fill out the form, and normally, because I'll ship it, I'll sell and buy comic books. So you can do everything online now. Print the forms or whatever, buy your postage, package it up. They ship you all the packaging materials for free. Leave it on your doorstep, and they take it. Yeah. But I didn't trust that with this because it's international. I didn't know if I did it right or how. They give you 4 copies of customs forms. Well, they need one.
Just 10 extra steps.
Yeah, it's silly, right? So I have to file for an exception of why it can cross the border. Or so. It's really weird. So I go to the post office. This is Saturday. Now I talk Katie.
I hope you're not shipping anything valuable because it's never going.
No,
to
and it's not. It was about $70 or $80 worth of presents. Okay. So I wake up Katie, I ask her on Friday, I go, hey, will you go to the post office with me tomorrow morning, Saturday morning? I want to go. So we had to run to the store anyway. So we go to the post office. It's probably 10 o'clock. There's already a line at the door. That's fine. I still have to I want to fill out the customs form in the building to make sure I do it right. Fill it out, get the package ready, and I go, we wait in line, we get up, and it moves pretty quick. I'm real happy. Now, I've gone to this post office forever. Get to the guy, and he's probably in his late 50s, super tan, but all white hair. Like, he looks to me like he's just super laid back. Like, he's a guy, I'm pretty much retired doing this for fun type of deal, right? So, sure enough, I get up there and I say, okay, I just need your help. I want to make sure I fill this out right, and where do I put this? And I'm not kidding you. He goes, I don't know. And I can tell he's being like, he's giving like a little snark or whatever. And I said, well, here's his address. Like, I showed him on my phone how his address is written. And I said, well, here's this. I don't know how to fill this out in the form. I don't either. Don't worry about it.
Oh, yeah.
What do you mean, don't worry about it? Yeah. It's going over an ocean to a certain box in the middle of the Middle East. You can't tell me it's not that particular, right?
Yeah, it's because anything outside of the U.S., the addresses are formatted differently, and like the zip code has letters in it, and there's weird symbols over certain letters.
There's different type of addresses over there. There's military addresses, there's diplomatic addresses, there's all this type of stuff. So that's the whole reason I went there. Okay? Yeah. Don't worry about it. Don't worry. He gives me another customs form, slightly different one, no different than what I filled out.
Right.
Fill this one out, he says. So I fill it out. Same stuff. I go, what do I put in the address? We're at square one again.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it. You can't be serious.
So you don't put an address on it at all.
On the customs form, because you have in the customs form, like I said, you have to fill out literally everything in the package, its weight, and its monetary value.
Okay.
And then on the side, it has from, you're supposed to write out your whole address, to, obviously, the other person's whole address. Yeah. Well, that's why I went, because I didn't know how to fill out the proper address there. Don't worry about it. They're not even going to look at that. I bet somebody will, but, who am I to...
Yeah. I mean, what do you know?
Who am I to tell this government worker, who's obviously making way more than I am, to do this job, right?
Yeah, he's made $60 so far during your interaction with him.
So, like I said, it's like boxes. It's like a box of a certain area. You got to put in a call sign for this person so it gets to them. So he goes to their little computer screen from the address, because I have a regular shipping label on it, too, with his address written. Starts typing it in.
Let me guess. He doesn't know how to fill out the address side of it.
He can't find a street. I'm trying to tell him, it's not a street. Yeah. Like, it's right. There's no, you shouldn't be typing in a street because there's no street on the label I gave you.
Is it like the equivalent of a P.O. box would be here?
Yeah, okay. I believe. That's my estimation of what it looked like on the paper. So instead of just, he's got a cheat sheet. I'm leaning over the counter now because he's got a cheat sheet of how to ship to these type of addresses.
Yeah.
Okay. And I'm trying to look at these steps that he's clearly just ignoring because he's obviously, come on, man.
Yeah, it's cool.
It's a week before
it's
Saturday. Christmas. Yeah, it's 8 days before Christmas, man. It's Saturday. We're closing in 2 hours. I don't care. So I'm trying to look over. I go, well, can you try this? And he just stares at me like now he's mad.
Oh,
because now I try, but I don't care.
You're in his house.
Yeah,
you're in his house, and you walked in with your muddy boots, and
I jumped on his couch.
Yeah, kicked your feet up on the couch. Yeah. He said, "Hey, I'm here to stay."
And I don't think I said, listen, I already paid for and printed a label online, and it's $33 to ship. I bought one and I printed it, but I was nervous that it wouldn't go, so that I canceled it. I know it can work because the USPS printed it for me and said, you're good to go.
Yeah.
Okay. And so the next step, I wish I was joking, to figure out the street that doesn't exist that this is now going to is for him to type in every letter of the alphabet to see if it pops up. No, nothing. No.
Now, did he go A, B, C, or did he go
well, he initially
Q,
tried
W, E, R, T, Y? Like, did he go through the keyboard?
Well, he tried the first few letters or the first letter of different words that were in the address that I gave him. Nothing worked, so then he just tried 8 to 10 others, all at random. Well, let me try A. Press A. Nothing.
How about G? Yeah. Let's try G.
It went like this. So at this point, we've been up there for about 5 to 6 minutes, and I know the feeling. I at one point I asked him. I said, do you want me to go fill this out somewhere else because of the line? No, I don't care about them. This guy's on, he might as well be retired. Okay?
Yeah. 1 foot out the door.
Yeah. So this is how the entire interaction ends. He shrugs his shoulders, says, I wish I could help you because I'm so pro-military, but I don't know what to do here. I waited in line for 20 minutes. Interacted with this man for 5.
And left.
And left with the package I came there with.
Wow.
In a million years,
I'm so pro-military.
Yeah, I didn't think you were anti-military.
Yeah.
I wasn't questioning your support of patriots. I wasn't, I'm questioning the effort at your job. Yeah. And so sure enough, I just went home. And the label that I had already printed and then got nervous about, and so I requested a refund. Just click cancel refund, printed it out, slapped it on the front of that package, requested a pickup, and I'm now tracking it. It left Chicago this morning.
Hey, you did it.
Once that thing crosses the ocean, it might as well be a speck in the water because from that tracking number won't work because it starts going overseas.
Yeah.
It says 6 to 10 business days. There's not a chance.
That's it?
That's what it said.
I thought you were going to say 6 weeks.
No, and for $33, it better be 6 to 10, and it better be closer to 6. So I feel bad. I'm sitting there, and it was already a tight schedule, but I wanted to get my friend overseas on Christmas, some gifts.
Right.
And instead I get, kind of made fun of by this guy, by this soon-to-be retiree post office worker. Yeah. And leave with the package I came in with.
Yeah.
Added 3 days to the trip. I had it picked up Tuesday. Obviously last week Tuesday. So
I don't think he did his job well.
Yeah, am I in the wrong? Like, did I?
No.
Because,
I mean,
like I said,
he's at least obligated to do the whole like. Well, look. It's one thing if you don't know how to do it. I get that. I mean, there are probably a million things that people could come into my job and say, "How do I do this?" And I'd be like, "Ooh, boy, no idea." But I'm at least going to try and find someone who does know how to do it.
Yeah.
Or get you some kind of answer. Or just, heck, I don't know, leave it off by saying, like, here, call this number. They're going to know exactly what to do.
Instead, I'm not kidding you. It was a literal shrug of the shoulders, and I wish I could help. I'm so pro-military. So, I guess I'll just do everything online and make post offices more obsolete than they already are.
Yeah, that's the way to go.
So, give me a little, humor me, Steve, on a history flashback. When did the United States enter Iraq and Afghanistan?
2003. I
think you're spot on.
Yeah.
So that makes it upcoming. It's going to be 2017. There's still soldiers there, and there's obviously government workers there, all that. And we're in a small town, West Michigan. It's a decent sized population.
Yep.
How many soldiers do you think from this area, this collective area, have been to that area
in the last almost 15 years? Yeah. I don't know.
In the thousands, you'd
I would
guess,
say I would
right from this area.
Think easily a couple
at least
thousand.
A tour. Do you think I was the first person to try to send a gift package to somebody in that area?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, definitely.
I have to have been, right?
Yeah.
Like I'm the first person that
people
thought
in this area are very, very, very stingy with their money. Very
and
Dutch.
Anti-military.
Oh, very
unlike
anti-military.
that guy.
Oh, yeah. People in this area, that's on like the sign when you drive into West Michigan. Welcome to West Michigan. If you're military, keep driving until you run into a large body of water. And I know it's crazy. I thought it was weird the first time I saw it.
It feels inappropriate.
Yeah.
When you enter this town because they like to make it feel like a family town.
Yeah.
Raise your kids here, but boy, are they anti-military.
Boy,
my goodness.
Boy, are they.
So that was my side. I'm not. That's one of those things, and I know it shouldn't, but my wife had to calm me down. That ruined my day. That interaction that morning. You gotta
relax, man. You can't let that ruin your day.
Oh, that ruined because
I know.
I know it was part of the interaction, but part of it was too like. I was just trying to do something nice for somebody who, I don't know if he's going to have many other people shipping him stuff on Christmas. I thought maybe there's an outside chance it would get to him by Christmas, 6 to 10 business days. And instead, that whole thing gets delayed by 3 days because of one jackwagon who is pro-military but can't figure out a computer.
Yeah, that guy definitely didn't do you any favors.
So can we start a GoFundMe for computer training for post office workers?
Oh, yeah.
Because apparently that's the next step. Get those guys trained on the computers.
Yeah, just tweet your donations to @StephenKyle, and we will get them to them.
Yeah, that's how it works. We're just the middleman.
Yeah, exactly. We're is it a 403C or a 502B?
16A.
16A. That's
16A, right?
Send us all your money.
Tax exempt.
So we had the idea. This is going to be a little bit shorter of an episode. Because it's the holidays, so we're in the middle of holiday parties.
Well, it's my lovely mother's birthday today, Steve, and I would like to be able to. I'm going to go have some dinner with my mother, my father, my brother, and sister-in-law, and my awesome nephews. So we try to, as usual, as we have the past month, record extra early, and so it's that weird chicken with my head cut off motion where it's like, okay. I'm out of work. Got to go pick up the dogs. Got to get home. Want to shower. Got to do this. Yada yada. And all I've had my car loaded up with the presents, so I wouldn't forget anything, and headphones, so I don't forget those for here.
Right.
So
what you're saying is your level of dedication to the podcast not as high.
How dare you
this week? And that's okay.
How dare you? I had 5 pieces of audio pulled with 16 hours to spare.
Oh, that's nice because I have 6.
Oh, that's okay. Well, let's talk about how this is going to go. Because, today we decided, obviously with the Fast Five, the way we close the show, about once a month or whenever we feel like it, really, we're going to do a not so Fast Five, where it's 5. The first time we did was favorite 5 TV shows of the past year or two / all time. And
slash is very important.
It's very important because there's a difference. And so this time we're going to do favorite 5 movies of the past few years or whatever. And then so you texted me today and said, Well, I've seen about 5 movies in the past 2 years.
Yeah.
So my list is going to be short. But then your next text, which is very confusing, but don't worry, I have an honorable mention. Like, well, no. Every movie you saw was great.
No. What I meant by that, and I think what the text actually said was, what I meant it to convey to you was, I've barely seen any movies in the last couple of years, so my list is going to be
a little
like,
more. Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's going to be from like, I wouldn't say these are my favorite 5 of all time.
I didn't want to delve into that. That's a lot.
No, these are 5 of my very favorite movies, and I have an honorable mention.
Okay, I can get behind that.
All right.
So I am ready if you are.
Then why are you attacking?
I'm not because you're looking down your nose at me because I only pulled the correct amount of audio this week.
Well, I mean, that's fine. You know, it's the Fast 5, and if you want to do the minimum, then you can do that.
This is Office Space all over again. I don't have enough flair.
Definitely. I mean, and part of the reason I pulled the 6th one is, there may have been some times where I didn't exactly have 5 when we started recording. I mean, it's very, very rarely.
It's pretty rare that Steve is caught off guard by the Fast 5.
I actually I had started another regular Fast 5, and I'm like, well, crap, I can't use these because by the time we record again in a couple of weeks, these are going to be irrelevant.
I did that the last time when we did the Not So Fast 5. I had my list ready, and that's the night that obviously I texted you and said, hey, I have audio for tomorrow, and you said, for what? Something like that is how the conversation went.
Sometimes I forget stuff.
So, we've both now trashed a quality Fast 5 list. But I am ready if you are.
All right, let's do it.
Fast 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
It sounded a little
came in hot.
Sounded a bit louder than I was hoping it would sound. Let's
Fast 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
That's much better. Much better.
As we always say, it wouldn't be a week here on the Steve and Kyle podcast without something like before we even started recording, we had to locate and nip in the bud a buzz again that I'm sure nobody down the line can hear.
No.
But before we even recorded was going to drive me through the moon.
Yeah. We got to order some new stuff for the APS.
Right.
But okay, you want to go first? Then we're doing a 5.
I do mine
favorite.
1 through 5.
Oh, you want to do 1 through 5?
Well,
right.
because that's the way. I didn't. They're not in a super specific order. But 1 through 5 would be better for me.
See, I'm going to do 5 through 1, then 6.
All right.
It's a little out of the ordinary.
How many rotations of doing this do you think before you forget and ask what number do I need to do for you again?
Oh, maybe
immediately.
Maybe 2.
Okay, good.
We might get through it. So what number? What are we on? Number 1.
Kick off with my number 1 and your number 5.
Okay, so this is your number 1.
Actually,
favorite,
number 5.
Your number 1/5.
Right.
Favorite movie from the last 1 to 3 to eternity years.
Yeah, it's. Boy, if we have to label that, it sounds very vague.
Yeah, it's going to be tough. All right, here we go.
Amy.
But she's not.
What's up?
Is that wine in a box?
I've read too.
You've read too.
Is this guy ever going to shut up?
Please watch the movie.
Stop. No, that's not right. Don't do this to me.
Why is he yelling?
Listen, you always do this to me. You show up to these places, you put me in a situation. I'm a big guy. Everybody wants to fight the big guy.
Yeah, you are.
Hey, Mark Wahlberg, shut your up.
Mark Wahlberg? Me?
Who else looks like Mark Wahlberg? Your girl?
Mark Wahlberg's like 150 pounds. I'm 250 lean. I look like Mark Wahlberg ate Mark Wahlberg.
Trainwreck.
Yes.
Amy Schumer. That was obviously the very talented John Cena in that scene.
He was really good.
Oh, that was tremendous.
He was excellent. And so was LeBron James was great in that too.
I wanted to play the whole 3-minute sequence of that where he can't figure out how to insult the guy without sounding like he wants to have sex with him. But I was like, we want to keep the Not So Fast 5 in a normal realm. So, that
was a great movie.
When I was looking at comedies in the recent, because when I looked at my initial list, it was all. There's a few indie dramas and some stuff, some heavier stuff, and I was like, boy, there's got to be some comedy that I really enjoyed the last few years, and that's the main one that popped into my head. And my friend, a coworker, actually showed me that scene again earlier this week, and it rekindled it oh boy, that was tremendous.
Great movie. All right, so are we going to do mine now, or are we going to go back and forth?
Let's do the back and forth.
Okay, I like that. So here is my number 5/1 of the favorite movies of the last 1/10.
to eternity.
possibly eternity years. Yeah. I don't even remember what order I put these in. Because why would I?
You know what I do when I feel completely unoriginal? Blah, 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 blah. I make a noise or I do something that no one has ever done before, and then I can feel unique again, even if it's only for like a second.
So no one's ever done that?
No, not in this spot, no. You just witnessed a completely original moment in human history. It's refreshing. You should try it.
Oh, no, thanks.
No, come on.
No, you know what? I think that was good enough for the both of us.
Come on. What are you, shy? This is your one opportunity to do something that no one has ever done before and that no one will copy again throughout human existence. And if nothing else, you'll be remembered as the one guy who ever did this. This one thing.
How's that?
Oh, I've done that one before.
That is Zach Braff and Natalie Portman in Garden State, which is a movie that the internet has loved to hate recently.
Yeah, like, is it really? Because that was like the first indie darling that I ever encountered.
Yeah.
And I got to be upfront with you. I'm a movie addict.
Mm-hmm.
I've never seen it.
I love it. It's a great movie. Although I haven't watched it in probably a couple of years, so I don't know how I would feel about it now. I remember loving it when I saw it. So it's a story of basically a guy that is heavily medicated. He's originally from New Jersey and he's living out in LA and he's like just part of the machine. And he's like, like I said, he's on a ton of different medications. He feels no emotion. He's just like a zombie. And then his mother dies, spoiler alert, so he goes back to New Jersey for a weekend for her funeral.
Okay.
And in that time, he decides, I'm going to stop taking all these drugs. I'm off the antidepressants, and I'm just going to, and like, he starts to feel for the first time, like he starts to feel emotion, and he meets this girl, Natalie Portman, and then like his whole life changes in a weekend.
Right. Well, I know initially that became like it was massively popular, especially because of the soundtrack.
Yeah,
it's
like
a great renowned because
great soundtrack.
You never would see, for my money, that was part of a new era where movies through the 90s and early 2000s would always have, hey, we had so and so record a song for this movie,
right?
But this is it doesn't seem like they do that much anymore. So this was just a collection of what felt like indie songs from different bands that, weren't well known at that time that seemed to blend well in the movie. But yeah, that's my only experience with that movie. I think I have a natural aversion to Zach Braff.
Yeah, I wasn't a Scrubs fan at all.
Right, which is weird because the guy who made Scrubs has made like 3 or 4 TV shows since that I love and adore. But I never once enjoyed Scrubs.
I watched it a couple times, and I liked it when I watched it, but it was just never it. To me, that's like how I was with Family Guy too. Every time I watch it, I love it, but I never
keep up on it.
I never remember like, oh, I gotta watch Family Guy or I gotta watch Scrubs. I just never really did.
Never stuck with you. All
right. So let's and like I said, the internet hates that movie for whatever reason.
No kidding.
But I was curious earlier today, so I looked it up, and it has like an 86 on Rotten Tomatoes.
Right, which that had to be during the early incarnation of Rotten Tomatoes as well. But yeah, I mean, it was a critical darling. It made him it made him a good chunk of money. I mean, it wasn't like Passion of the Christ made Mel Gibson money, but for an indie movie, he made good money. I think part of the outrage was, I think it was 2 or 3 years ago, he went through whatever it was, Indiegogo or Kickstarter to make his most recent indie movie, and I think that caught a little bit of ire from a lot of people. Like, really, you made a decent bit of money, and you have some pull.
I don't like when directors or whoever do that. Like Kevin Smith has done that a lot, where he crowdsources the
Didn't
money
he
to make.
Crowdsource like a Clerks 2 or 3 or whatever.
Well, there was a
series
Clerks 2. I don't know.
Mallrats, maybe a sequel. I thought he was in the process of doing that, but I think it just rubs people the wrong way. I'm kind of in that camp. Especially a guy like Zach Braff's not like an outcast in Hollywood.
No.
So the idea that if you can't sell your movie to any studio, maybe it sucks.
Yeah.
I mean maybe that's it.
It might just not be good.
Right. Maybe accept that.
All right, so here's your number
2.
2/4.
I'm looking for a job. I'm a hard worker. I set high goals. My motto is, if you want to win the lottery, you have to make the money to buy a ticket. So what do you say? I could start tomorrow, or even why not tonight?
No, I'm not hiring.
I'm starting a TV news business.
You, get back!
I film breaking stories. Maybe you saw my item this morning, you were fatal carjacking.
No, I mean, I don't have a TV.
Do you have a cell phone?
Yeah.
Does it have GPS?
Yeah.
Congratulations, you're hired.
Okay.
Nightcrawler. So, maybe I'm a Jake Gyllenhaal guy. I really enjoy his movies.
Mm-hmm.
So this is one of the creepiest roles I've ever seen. Just twitchy, uncomfortable, socially awkward.
Right.
And he's a guy in LA who just doesn't know what to do with himself. Encounters a car crash and a 3-man crew, not for a TV station, rushed at the scene before the cops or whatever there, just filming it, Yeah. And so it's essentially paparazzi.
Yeah.
Is what it is. So he decides to do it himself, and it's a really weird, dark turn he starts taking. But man, does he absolutely annihilate it. It's hard to watch.
When was this?
Probably I think it was 2015.
Okay.
It's to the point where if you don't deal with awkward and socially awkward very well, you're going to turn away from the screen a few times because he's very, very weird. But he did so well, and that movie as a whole is well worth watching.
All right. I like the sound of it.
Yeah,
it sounded.
And I tell you right now, you're gonna watch the ending and you're gonna turn it off, and you're gonna It's one of those where I remember leaving the theater and just I didn't want to talk to anybody about it.
Right.
It not emotionally affecting, but just whew.
Should this be a homework assignment? I have to watch Year 5 and you have to watch my 6?
Idea. That is not a bad idea. I definitely should watch Garden State.
Yeah.
You definitely should watch.
I think I have the
Nightcrawler.
DVD. I'll give you I'll give you the DVD.
Boy, I don't know if I have Nightcrawler.
Yeah,
It may have been an Amazon purchase.
Plus, you'd have to shift all the other DVDs down.
Oh boy. Plus, I remember the last time I gave you a stack of DVDs. That was 2 years ago. Did you ever watch all of those?
No, I watched.
I know you gave them all back.
I gave them all back to you, but I had them for.
It was a while.
It had to be almost a year that I had them, and I watched one of them. I think because what was it? I'm trying to remember what was in that stack. It was
the pictures in ancient history on Twitter. Because you posted a picture of it was this time 2 or 3 years ago. This exact time period.
I remember it was before I moved in here because I remember them sitting. I can still see the stack sitting on my end table at my house.
Oh boy, that's gonna bug me. I'll have to find it now and look. I'll like I said, it's gonna be scrolling 2 years on media on Twitter, but we'll have to do a swap.
All right,
mandatory.
So I'm gonna play my next one here.
I came here tonight. I didn't know what to expect.
Когда я вышел этим вечером на этот ринг,
I seen a lot of people hating me, and I didn't know what to feel about that, so I guess I didn't like you much, none either.
я думаю, что я не любил их тоже.
During this fight, I seen a lot of changing.
В течение всего этого боя я понял, что многое изменилось.
The way you felt about me, and the way I felt about you.
И я почувствовал, что вы тоже изменились.
In here, there were 2 guys killing each other. But I guess that's better than 20 million.
Я думаю, что это лучше, чем даже $20 миллионов.
So what I'm trying to say is that if I can change,
я думаю, что каждый тоже изменился сегодня.
And you can change.
Вы можете измениться.
Everybody can change.
Каждый может измениться.
Man, this is going to sound hard to believe, Steve. I talked about that movie this morning.
Did you really?
Listen, and here's my statement. If anybody wants to argue that Rocky Balboa didn't end the Cold War, I will fight you.
I have this is a theme that goes on with myself and a friend of mine.
Mm-hmm.
We talk about how Rocky single-handedly ended the Cold War pretty much every time we see each other.
Yeah, because it's true. Did you hear the crowd cheer?
Yeah. You know what I also heard? I've always had a real issue with that part of the movie, as much as I love it, obviously Rocky IV, after the fight with Drago. Rocky talks. He's like, there's a lot of things going on tonight while we were in the ring, and I saw this and I saw that.
Yeah.
Cut to the translation.
It's always weird, right?
Come on, man. I know that there's not a one-word phrase in Russian for the 30 that he just said.
Yeah, it's at that point it's fake.
Yeah.
Oh boy. By the way, I hate to interrupt. I did just find the stack of movies I gave you.
Okay,
I'm trying 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I give you 9 movies.
Okay.
Do you think you watched over or under 1.5?
No, I know I watched one of them.
One. Okay.
Yeah.
How about The Raid Redemption?
No.
Can't read the second one. I can't find the title. Warrior.
Nope.
Moneyball?
Yes, that was the reason. Yeah,
Moneyball.
That was what started it. I remember we were talking about it, and
right.
I was like, oh man, I never saw Moneyball. I really want to see it. And that's when you said, oh, I got it. I'll bring in the DVD.
Right.
And you brought in like 8 of them.
8
You're
or
like,
9,
here,
yes.
yeah, check them all out.
Rounders, The Descendants, West of Memphis, Good Will Hunting, and Silver Linings Playbook.
Oh, I definitely watched Silver Linings Playbook, and
it's not on my list.
I know that Good Will Hunting. I've seen it a dozen times. I may have watched it.
I think that's why I gave it to you. I think you had said like we were probably talking about Good Will Hunting, and you didn't have the DVD version, so I was like, oh, I got it. I'll bring it to you. Yeah, that was February of 2014.
February, yeah. So that would have been, let's see, yeah. I bet. You know what I bet happened? I remember being at a bar with you one night, and we were talking about Good Will Hunting. The how do you like
them apples?
Yeah, exactly.
That whole speech,
because
right?
in February of 2014, I would have been single at that time.
Oh yeah,
and that must have gotten us on the topic. And then you're like, that would be my pickup line because that was when I was going through my fizzed phase, which did nothing. Nothing came out of that, surprisingly. Right. Surprisingly, leaving notes to waitresses that say you're banging doesn't really pay off.
It's a travesty of the world we'll never understand.
Yeah, but yeah, I think that we had talked about, because I remember leaving a bar. It was Grand Rapids Brewing Company.
Mm-hmm.
I remember sitting at a table, and there was some girl that apparently I had my eye on. So we took a piece of paper. I wrote my phone number on it.
Is that true?
And then we were walking out of the bar. You crumpled up the paper and threw it at the girl.
That can't be true.
No, it is absolutely true, because it was, you know how at GR Brewing there's like that like the back bar kind of, and then there's that exit. It's just an exit. It's like a fire exit, basically. Right. We were sitting at one booth. They were sitting at the other booth, and you went. So I got a text the next day. You threw your phone number at me last night, and I said, whoa, whoa, whoa. My friend threw my phone number at you last night.
I don't remember any of that. My goodness. I can't believe how suave we were.
Yeah,
with me throwing a crumpled piece of paper at a woman.
Yeah, and it wasn't like you slipped it onto the table. Right? Like you like wind up in the pitch and threw it.
Well, I'm sorry, Steve, that I ruined your chances with that lovely woman.
Boy, it didn't work out.
Can you believe that? What a story that would have been, though. Mm-hmm. I'm up there, obviously giving your best man speech.
Right.
I'll never forget the night I hit her in the ear with a crumpled up piece of paper.
Yeah, it was a curveball.
On it says, Steve thinks you're banging, followed by his phone number.
Yeah.
Oh, man, what a travesty.
Yeah,
that
it's crazy.
It's
crazy our tactics.
Well, anyway, Rocky 4 was... no, that... I don't know... Man, if I try to rank the Rocky movies, if you go 1 through 6, for my money, it's got to go 1, 3... 4.
Wait, 3 was
Clubber Lang, Mr.
Okay.
T.
2 was...
Oh, I'm sorry. I totally forgot, by the way. There's obviously only 5 Rocky movies.
Right.
No,
yeah,
I'm
6,
sorry.
No.
So, yeah, boy.
Wait, 1
was Apollo. 2 was the rematch with Apollo. 3 was Clubber. 4 was Drago. 5 we don't talk about. 6 was the ESPN simulator fight. That was actually a pretty good movie.
Yeah, and then there was...
Creed, which is which, if you want to count that as part of the series.
Well, 6
6 was Rocky Balboa. Where
6 was okay. It was Rocky
they talk him
Balboa.
back into the ring because an ESPN simulator said he would be.
Mason,
and that was actually,
Mason the Line Dixon.
Yeah, which is a terrible name. Yeah. But that was a tremendous movie.
Mm-hmm.
So I disregard.
I don't think I ever saw it.
Really? See,
No.
I'd bring you the DVD, but I know you won't see it.
I'd have to hook up my DVD player. I mean,
or Blu-ray or whatever.
I just moved in here.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, you've only been here
2
a few
years
weeks.
ago.
Yeah, man, 1, 3, 4, 2, 6 are my rankings. There's something about the original.
Yeah.
I mean,
the original. I mean,
it's man. Can you imagine that close the first time? Sylvester Stallone winning multiple Oscars.
Isn't that insane?
Look at it now. It's just a totally different world, and I still like Stallone for what he has turned himself into. I mean, from being that guy to turn into what he did. I mean, this is a guy who was stopped in Australia for having like a bag full of steroids 5 years ago.
Yeah.
And to become like an action star that he created on his own with the Expendables and obviously early on with the Rambo franchise. Who would have guessed that guy, like Academy Award nominee Sylvester Stallone. Good for him.
Yeah.
I still love the guy.
Yeah. All right, let's move on. Your third favorite movie of an undetermined amount of time.
In this wasteland, I am the one who runs from both the living and the dead. A man reduced to a single instinct. Survive.
It is by my hand. You will rise from the ashes of this world.
Oh, that's it.
Guess that just cut out. That's how it was in the movie.
In my haste last night, I forgot to fade some things out, apparently. Mad Max Fury Road, the newest thing. And I was never a Mad Max guy.
Yeah.
So I didn't run to the theaters to see this, but I saw the reviews and everybody raving about it. I was like, boy. And I went and checked it out. And that is just a beautiful piece of action to watch. Because that's what it is. It's about 2 hours and 20 minutes of a weird desert car chase with what looks like weird hill people, like nuclear tested people. It's tremendous. And like I said, I'm not a Mad Max guy. I don't even remember much of the first series of movies outside of Mel Gibson. But boy, this is well worth your time, even as an outsider. It's very cool to see.
So you can see it without having seen, with no problem.
Yeah, because he essentially plays Mel Gibson's Max, Mad Max. So it's a totally standalone. It's just set in the Mad Max universe. But between Tom Hardy and Charlize Theron, oh man, it is well acted. It's so fun to watch. It just flies by.
All right, I can add that to my list of movies that I may watch, but probably not. But
I like how it was your idea. Yeah, should we do?
No, it wasn't an idea. It was me posing a question.
Yeah, right. Should we do that?
Yeah, you could.
We should.
You should have just said no.
Would have gotten us to the end game a lot quicker. Hey, all right. should we do this where we watch everybody's movies?
You're not going to believe this, but I don't remember which one.
You should be on. We're both on 3.
My third. Okay, here's my third one. This one. Oh, so good.
Little problem in the kitchen. Nothing trivial.
Well, the turkey's done.
So is the kitchen. Actually, it's a little overdone for my taste. Let's not go there again.
You don't want to tell me what happened?
Oh, it's Tom.
No, I don't. I just want to relax in a nice lukewarm bath.
What about this?
I don't think that can hurt us anymore.
No idea. I can't believe you don't know one of the greatest pieces of cinema ever. Let me see what year. Okay. I'll give you the year. Maybe you'll be able to guess. 1986.
See, that was his era of like when Harry Met Sally. Or am I too, or was that the 90s?
No, When Harry Met Sally was 90s. That was like 90, I want to say early 90s, 93.
This wasn't Big.
Nope.
Big
this
was the 90s.
I believe this was pre-Big.
Boy, this is
This
big
is
and way
so
back.
it's obviously Tom Hanks.
Yeah, Tom Hanks. I couldn't pin the actress, and that's damaging.
Do you think that would help?
No.
No. Shelley Long.
Oh man, I do not know.
It's the 1986 classic, The Money Pit. Have you ever heard of it?
No.
Oh, it's the greatest movie. That's one of those movies that, for whatever reason, it was like we had the VHS copy of it growing up, and it was always like the go-to movie.
Right.
So me and my brother and sister, we probably have the entire thing memorized.
Really?
So we always quote it to each other. But the plot line is Tom Hanks and Shelley Long. I believe they're new. Oh no, they're not newlyweds, but they're engaged. So they decide they're going to buy a house. Well, they get this ridiculous deal on a mansion. It's some woman who is like fleeing the country because she's into some shady stuff. Well, she sells them the house for like, $10,000 or something.
Right.
And they move in. They're like, oh, this place is great. It's like this old house and it's massive. And well, they move in. The place immediately starts falling apart.
Oh, okay.
So they have this crew come in and they start demoing the house and rebuilding it. And the running joke is every time they say, hey, how long until the house is finished? Oh, 2 weeks, 2 weeks. And then as the house falls apart, so does their relationship.
Oh, my gosh.
But then the house is rebuilt. You know what else is rebuilt, Kyle?
That relationship.
That relationship gets rebuilt as well.
Better be an uplifter.
And in the end, well, I'm not going to tell you.
Oh,
you're just going to have to watch
tease.
it. You're just going to have to do yourself a favor and watch that movie.
I will have to add the 1986 classic, as you describe it.
The Money Pit.
The Money Pit.
The Money Pit.
Boy, of all the Tom Hanks filmology, where do you think he ranks The Money Pit?
I always, because I'm sure he's been on the Inside the Actors Studio
I guarantee
with
it.
James Lipton. He's probably been on there a dozen times. But I want to find the clip. You know how like Lipton has that style where he's like, and then there was the 1994 classic, Forrest Gump.
Right.
And everybody cheers and goes wild. And he, does that. Oh, thank you. Thank you. I want to hear him say that about The Money Pit.
The Money Pit.
Yeah.
Do you have any stories about The Money Pit?
Oh, The Money Pit on IMDb is getting only 6.3 stars out of 10.
Feels like where it probably belongs. A travesty, you say?
I'm not even gonna acknowledge you by looking.
You're
at
telling me a 6.4 is a travesty?
I believe it was 6.3.
Oh man,
6.3. Let's see. A young couple struggles to repair a hopelessly dilapidated house. Really, that's it?
Like in Tom Hanks mythology, he's played many characters, classics, heroes. Castaways, whatever it may be. Yet that lovelorn young guy who moves into a mansion, you think that's going to be near the top of his like memories?
Oh,
it had
absolutely.
to be an early role, like his first
Absolutely.
5 years of being like a film star, right?
Yeah, I would think so. Oh, 47% on Rotten Tomatoes. What are you kidding me? Oh, that website has zero credibility anyway.
It's now shot.
I just don't believe it.
It's now shot.
All right, watch The Money Pit. Everybody listening, watch The Money Pit. And report back with how great it is.
Obviously. Number 4 for me.
This picture's from the 10th round of the first fight, right? I heard about a third fight between you and Apollo. Behind closed doors. Is that true?
Oh, yeah. I saw this. Very good.
How do you know all this?
I'm a son. A great fighter once said, it ain't about how hard you can hit. It's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward.
See this guy here? That's the toughest opponent you're ever going to have to face. I believe that's true in the ring, and I think that's true in life. Now show me something.
He's looking in the mirror.
Man.
And I'm a little disappointed that when Michael B. Jordan was saying a great fighter once said it's not about how hard you can hit, it's how hard you get hit. Little disappointed he left out the end of that line where he says, let's start building hurtin' bombs. I mean,
I'll tell you what. I was looking forward to the movie because I'm a huge Rocky fan.
Yeah.
So when this whole thing, I was a bit bummed out because I know it's silly, but part of me is like, oh man, I wish it was still Rock in the ring. You know, just for whatever reason, one more fight. You know, and there's no reason for it. Sylvester Stallone in Creed was beyond outstanding.
He was I saw that and I was like, man, that was like by far his best acting throughout the entire series.
Man, the sequence of battling cancer, and I was with a buddy. I'll tell you right now, if Rocky dies, I'm leaving this place. I'm leaving this theater. I'm never coming back.
Okay, so you saw that. Now that was Creed.
Yes.
The movie was Creed.
Yes.
Then you know about the one scene in that movie that throws everything off.
What
you may not remember it.
I haven't seen it.
But as soon as I start describing it, you'll know it. And it's when what is Michael B. Jordan's character's name?
I forget what his name is because he doesn't go by Creed.
Right. Originally, I don't think he goes by Creed, but then
at the end he uses his dad's trunks.
Well, it gets to the point where they're going to do the training montage. So it's Michael B. Jordan basically doing the old school Rocky training montage where he's running through South Philly and running past the meat market and the produce market and everything.
Adonis, by the way.
Adonis, that's right. And then he's running down the road and he comes upon a group of guys on the side of the road
the quads,
who of course start running with him, but some of them are on quads.
That was so weird.
And he runs and runs and runs, and they're doing wheelies on quads next to him, but then he outruns them because he's so fast that they just can't keep up.
That was so weird. You're right. Boy,
so
that
disappointing.
Fit.
Oh, so disappointing Not cool.
Now that you brought that up, you're right.
I remember watching that movie and I loved it until that point. I'm like, if I think about this too much, that's going to ruin the movie for me.
See, and I loved it. As soon as they introduced Rocky and then him battling cancer, but him essentially wanting to give up because Adrian was gone anyway and he didn't have anything to stick around for. Oh man, what I felt like leading up to the end, the whole, the closing the boxing match. It was so perfect.
Yeah.
Oh, I loved it.
Good movie. Really good movie.
I was a fan of the Rocky series.
Well, now I only have to see 4 movies.
Right.
Well, actually 3 so far. We haven't heard your last one.
Yeah, you haven't heard the last one.
All right, so here is my 4th one.
Andy crawled to freedom through 500 yards of smelling foulness I can't even imagine. Or maybe I just don't want to.
Go turn your TV on right now.
It's on somewhere. Yeah. It's on TBS.
500 yards. That's the length of 5 football fields. Just shy of half a mile.
Oh.
Stephen King could have retired as soon as that movie got made and never done a thing again. That movie is on every day, everywhere. It might as well be, they do the 24 hours of A Christmas Story on Christmas Eve. It might as well be the year-round Shawshank Redemption.
Well, I remember the first time I saw that, it was the fall of 1999. I don't know when that came out.
It was like 94.
Yeah, it came because I didn't see it when it came out. I was in college at the time. It was my freshman year at Monmouth University. And I stayed there for winter break. I didn't stay there for all of winter break, but I was there for like 3 days later than everybody else was because of I had one late final or something. So everyone else was gone. I had nothing to do, no one to hang out with. So I just sat in my dorm and watched the school, the campus TV station, Hawk TV.
Oh boy.
And they would just replay movies. I watched Shawshank Redemption easily a dozen times. And so you'd watch it and then you'd see on the screen where the VCR probably at the time that was controlling it at the radio station, you'd actually see rewind come up on the screen and then it would 5 minutes later it would start again, and I just sat there and watched it the entire time.
What a weird era. I have an unpopular opinion. I like the Shawshank Redemption, but in terms of Stephen King jail films, more affected. I enjoyed The Green Mile more.
Oh God, yeah, that. Sorry. The Green Mile. that crushed me when I saw it.
Oh, wasn't that just so sad?
Man, that at the end of that movie, it seems like we have a weird like Tom Hanks.
Yeah, it is like a curve of
going through this entire segment. But yeah, with like at the end of the Green Mile when you see him and he's like 130 years old or something, and Mr. Jingles is still kicking it. Oh, how bad do you feel when he's having the talk with the woman and he says like, all of my my family's long gone, all my friends are gone. One day you're gonna be gone too, and I'm still gonna be living. Like, oh my God.
And that the execution sequence and then where he grabs the kid, like, no, you watch, like, look what you did.
Yep.
Man, so I love the movie. I didn't know anything about it when I watched it, and I think I've only watched it the once.
Yeah.
Because it's so devastating.
Yep.
I did not anticipate that, because it's one of those where you're like, it's the good guy. Like, he didn't do it.
Yeah.
He'll be getting out any time now.
Something will happen.
And then he's getting electrocuted with no sponges.
Yep. The governor's going to step in at the last second, stay of execution, and he's going to be walking out of there.
Right. But no, obviously Shawshank a bit different and much more universally renowned as being obviously an all-time classic.
Yeah.
I like it. I just don't like endear myself to it and crave it like a lot of people do and revere it in hindsight.
I could watch it any day of the week.
Really?
Any day of the week I'd watch it. All right, your last one.
Yeah.
Michael, how are you?
I found something really interesting.
The whole housing market is propped up on these bad loans. They will fail.
The housing market is rock solid.
It's a time bomb.
So Mike Burry, who gets his hair cut at Supercuts and doesn't wear shoes, knows more than Alan Greenspan.
Dr. Mike Burry, yes, he does.
You know what? I'm pissed off. American people are getting screwed by the big banks. And I am getting madder and madder.
It's unbelievable.
Then this guy walks into my office and says,
there's some shady stuff going down.
Oh,
so good.
The Big Short.
The Big Short. Excellent.
It's a fantastic, and I remember when I heard about this movie coming out, and I was Adam McKay, like, he did Anchorman. He was known for Funny or Die.
Right.
This is weird.
Yeah.
Like, that doesn't seem up his alley. But then I saw the cast, and it's Christian Bale, Steve Carell, Ryan Gosling, Brad Pitt.
Christian Bale, who did he play?
Mike Burry.
Yeah.
He played the twitchy accountant who ran his
and like
part of the small
played
hedge
the
firm.
drums. And,
yeah. And the way that movie is done is so tremendous because it's a topic that nobody cares about.
Yeah, I know.
And you don't care about the 2008 housing recession or how it happened, I should say.
It's not so much that people don't care about it, but a lot of people just don't understand it because it's such like elevated terms that like the average person doesn't understand. But the way that they did that movie was brilliant because they'd have 15 minutes of this discussion about like subprime, blah blah blah, mortgages, this and that, and then they would cut to like an attractive model in a jacuzzi sipping champagne, and she would basically dumb it down, put it in layman's terms.
Yeah. So like Steve said, you would have all of them talking whatever nonsense no regular person understands, and then Ryan Gosling breaks the fourth wall and turns and looks at the audience and says, "Now here's Margot Robbie in a bathtub to better explain that."
Yeah.
And then so she explains it for like 3 minutes. But it's so well done and then so depressing to see at the end because every postscript after the housing crisis is after, a few months this was reinstituted. After a year these people were back in this. And you realize nothing's changed.
Nope.
It's just as likely to happen again. And if you listen to John Oliver, he says it's going to happen with auto loans in the next few years. So
neat.
Good news everywhere.
So pay your car off, folks.
Yeah, don't just because they're don't go to the show us a paycheck, get a car places is what we're saying. But The Big Short's tremendous.
The only problem with that movie was that there was no Tom Hanks.
Yeah, how are we going to tie that back?
I don't know. All right, here's my number one.
2 degrees.
Now, you wouldn't believe it if I told you that I could run like the wind blows. From that day on, if I was going somewhere, I was running.
I think over the last I've seen that movie, a handful of times over the years. I think in the last like 5 to 8 years, and there's no reason for it. I haven't seen it in the last 5 to 8 years. I have so soured on Forrest Gump. I can't explain it.
Get out of this house.
I look back at the scene like essentially you got Forrest getting duped by Jenny, getting forced to raise Jenny's bastard child.
Yeah, well, it's his child. It's his child.
Was it?
It's not a bastard at all.
Was it though?
Yeah,
I thought it was some other guy's kid.
No, it's his child with Forrest.
Well, either way,
or
Jenny
his child
comes
with
back
Jenny
from being
because
a drug-addicted hooker.
Jenny comes back, and then because Forrest's mother has died, so she comes back to be with him because he's obviously in a time of need, Kyle, and that's when their true love nurtures and develops, and they make romance.
Right.
And
so
then
Forrest is okay with Jenny's few years of whoring around, which already isn't okay in my book. And second of all,
now granted, after she comes back, she ends up leaving again.
Oh, you're right.
And then because he doesn't know about the kid until he goes and finds her again.
What an atrocious movie! It's one of the most universally renowned movies ever. But when I look back at the stupid scene where he starts running and his braces break off.
Oh yeah, and he's got that look on his face. Goes from like,
that was so stupid. But to his credit, Tom Hanks absolutely flawless in that role.
Oh yeah, I love that movie. He was on Graham Norton recently, and Graham Norton, I wish I don't know why I don't watch that show because every clip I see of it is incredible, and I'm sure I can watch the whole thing online or whatever.
Yeah.
But he gets great guests. The thing I love about that show is that he brings all the guests out, but then they all hang out there and they're all part of the conversation the whole time. So he had Tom Hanks on a couple of weeks ago, and he read that line.
Oh, okay.
Like as in character, and he nailed it. Like
no kidding, that's
if
cool.
I was going somewhere, I was running.
That's so good.
Yeah,
Tom Hanks, one of the best. Not my favorite movie.
Wow.
Well, hey, our list dwindled down. You have 3, and I have 3, right? I've seen Forrest Gump. I've seen Rocky IV. Your other 3 were Garden State,
The
Money Pit, and what was the third?
Money Pit?
Sorry,
then Garden State.
What was the other one that I don't remember? Boy, not a good sign.
Shawshank.
I only have 2 from you. I've seen Shawshank, so I just need to watch The Money. For me, you have to watch Nightcrawler.
Okay.
You've seen Creed.
You've seen
Trainwreck.
And I've seen the Big Short.
The Big Short. Yep. So what was the other one?
Amy.
No, that was.
I'm looking for a job. I'm a hard worker.
In this wasteland.
Mad Max Fury Road.
Okay.
Yep. Okay. Well, we got it.
I think I can handle that.
That's only 2.
Yeah.
Holiday time.
I
We
think
got
I can
plenty
handle
of time,
it.
right?
Yeah.
I mean, I'll be in Hawaii.
Yeah.
I don't need to see anybody.
I'm gonna do that.
I do have a flight though, which if these sleeping pills don't work,
yeah,
turn on a movie.
You could easily fit 3 movies in on that flight, no problem at all. Oh, forgot about my honorable mention.
Oh my goodness, hit it!
You are gonna love it.
We lost a few games, tough. That was District 5. Now we're the Ducks.
Yeah.
Ducks are undefeated.
You know what ducks do, right?
They fly together.
They fly together, Steve.
Quack.
Quack. Quack. Quack. Quack. Quack. Quack. Quack. Quack. Quack. Quack. Quack. Quack. Quack. Oh. You bring me back to Hopcat right now. I need to fist fight that manager. We were kicked out of a bar for just doing that.
The Mighty Ducks.
Obviously tremendous.
The movie that spawned a professional sports franchise.
Isn't that insane?
Oh, fantastic. Well, I know that we're up against it here. You gotta.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I gotta bail.
That's all right. It's all right. Just means your level of commitment is much lower than mine. Not gonna be subtle.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
Not gonna try and hide my feelings.
No, I mean, listen. This has not been a 50-50 partnership in most recent times. Obviously, you had an extra piece of audio.
Yeah.
You just filled 35 seconds of time, and I didn't. So I'm sorry. You know, that's what I get.
All right. Well, let's see. We're going to be... Oh, yeah. Stay tuned. Next week is a very special episode. Unless it doesn't happen, then
it's happening.
Then it's not a very special episode.
Yeah.
So hopefully everyone has a good Christmas, had a good Christmas, safe and happy New Year. Be sure that while you are on vacation, if you're taking any vacation time, you can subscribe to the Steve and Kyle podcast if you haven't done so already. If you just stumbled across this episode listening for the first time, you can download, subscribe, review the show on iTunes, Google Play, TuneIn, Stitcher, and on Libsyn, StephenKyle.libsyn, LIBSYN.com.
Find one person. Pass it on to one person, see if they like it.
Yeah,
They probably won't.
Remember our Refer a Friend program that we talked about a couple weeks ago?
Yeah, that is still in play. If you refer a friend and they write a great iTunes review, we will call you and have 2 minutes of awkward chatter.
But you have to send us a screenshot of it.
Yeah, you need to prove that the review happened.
So you can find us on Twitter at Steve and Kyle. And on Facebook, facebook.com/Steve and Kyle. So we will talk to you in our very special episode coming up next week.